to continue the teaching here. After the mind had become empty, so we finished there this morning. When we meditating, so sometimes you recognize your clarity and you feel I'm meditating, clarity, you knowing that, and I'm meditating, clarity, maintaining. So it's created, become conceptual thoughts. So the point is here, when thoughts arising, we have to look to that thoughts and release it itself. You feel I'm in the meditation state because clarity, you recognizing clarity. I'm in the clarity state. I'm meditating, and then you have momentary thoughts. So you have to watch that thought, and then release it itself. So you feel emptiness. You thinking about I'm meditating. Emptiness, and recognize the emptiness. Release that. So that's we talked this information. So now here is the is it recording or no? I have to put a button or no need? It's fine, okay. Okay, here is a no, is a but. Can you see? The no page number, so page 7. Okay. So this is the most important section. But in the both cases, clarity and emptiness. So generally, of course, our mind is clarity. Some meditators, knowing that more, how to say the attached to clarity section. Some is a more emptiness section. So that's why this both case. There is some clinging to the dualistic experience of own aspect of ordinary mental consciousness. So this, long as clinging to clarity and clinging to the emptiness, then it's already called dualistic experience of an aspect of ordinary mental consciousness. Is not wisdom, not rigpa. It is called to go to ordinary mind consciousness. So consciousness is subject and object. And then rigpa means free from this subject and object. So difference is. Then conscious means like dualistic thinking. Rigpa means no duality. So, long as you're clinging to clarity or clinging to this emptiness, they already dualistic thoughts. So that's why not rigpa, and it's become ordinary mental consciousness. So now how do we free from that? So that's instructions here. When you find yourself in either of these states, either of these, clarity, emptiness states, look into the inner nature of that subtle, fixated intention, the clarity, and the one perceiving the clarity. The emptiness and the one perceiving the emptiness end. So either way, so sometimes we go to clarity, sometimes we go to emptiness. And by doing so, you will take away the support for the ordinary consciousness that perceives things dualistically. So then we will take away means, we have to look into recognize that. And if you mind, clinging to us, this clarity aspects, and we have to recognize that, look to in the clinging mind to this clarity aspect. We recognize that, look into that. So then you will take away the support for the ordinary consciousness that perceive things dualistically. Then if you can decisively recognize inner nature of your own mind in all its nakedness, clear and open. So we knowing that, and then can decisively recognize in the nature of your own mind. So Ripa, recognize in all its nakedness is like no thoughts, no clinging to clarity aspects, no clinging to emptiness aspects. So we all take out this, clinging, conceptual, subtle level mind thoughts. We have to take out, have to release that. Then our minds become nakedness, means no thoughts, no clinging to anything. Then become minds clear and open, without any limit or center, and the state of lucid clarity arises. Then rising the nature itself. So the nature itself is without any limit or center, no edge, no boundaries, no center. So and the state of lucid clarity arises. That is what is called the very essence of Ripa. That's called the Ripa mind, nature Ripa means. And the issue is like when we meditate, mind is very easily clinging to clarity aspects or emptiness aspects. But we have to recognize that, knowing that, and looking to that mind, also emptiness. Then you're seeing Ripa. So Ripa chance means free from dualistic, and then very essence of Ripa. With this, as Ripa, she is the covering layer of, become out of all these obstacles. Experiences involving clinging. Its pure and pristine wisdom is laid bare, means like become Ripa is rising itself, shining itself, free from all the conceptual thoughts. This was the instruction for cutting through the web of conditioned existence. So cutting through is like, we have to cutting the clinging to clear aspects, clinging to emptiness aspect. We have to cutting that conceptual thoughts. As long as we cutting, release that, then Ripa is out of this, from the conceptual thoughts. Out of means like free from that. That's why it's called cutting through the web of conditioned existence. The instruction for remaining in the equalness, which is like space. So this is how you should recognize pure awareness of Ripa. Once it is freed from the various layers of ordinary thinking and experiences. So knowing the Ripa is like go to many layers. So we have conceptual thoughts is strong fixation. Is the same as like usually winter very frozen weather, we put big jacket, So that's kind of like gross level conceptual thoughts. Then weather is become more warm and warm, you take out the layers. Similarly, when your mind goes more subtle and subtle, and then all this conceptual goes take out the layers, and the inner one, hardest is, so we easily clinging to the clarity aspects or emptiness aspects. So that's why that is a very difficult, hardest take out, because when you have a clarity aspect experience, you feel comfortable, you feel you recognize the Ripa. But then you fear that, but knowing to that and really into look to that thoughts, into free from conceptual or grasping fixation to that. Same is like emptiness aspects too. So then, see, once it is free from the various layer of ordinary thinking and experiences, like a grain of rice free from its husk, by settling naturally and making use of Rigpa's own self-knowing or self-eliminating qualities. Rigpa has become self-knowing, self-eliminating quality. Then, so that's the introducing, like we have to recognize the Rigpa, and then we have to maintain the Rigpa, meditate. Next is, it is not enough, however, simply to understand nature of Rigpa. So even you recognize Rigpa, that's also not enough. And sometimes you meditate, you can get, feel connected in the nature. So that's also not enough. The reason is because when you go back to ordinary again and you don't fear again, if we don't maintain it, if we don't practice again, we're going to lost. So that's why this morning I talked with you. Sometimes you feel you understanding this teaching. When you meditate, you feel connection to true nature Rigpa. But then go back to pause meditation, and then you feel become no understanding, not knowing anything. So go to normal again. So that's why we have to, the important is maintaining nature Rigpa. Maintaining nature Rigpa is not in the meditation state. Okay, so this idea is, who are good meditator, who are not that good practitioner, is comparing to the pause meditation, not in the meditation. In the meditation, maybe everyone can be good, but come back to pause meditation, then it's different. So your meditation is going to right path, and really affected, your meditation is really affected or not, we have to look to in the pause meditation state. So pause meditation states, you feel more loving kindness, more rising, and feel more delusions, and you have ability to letting go many conceptual thoughts. So then that means your meditation is going to right path. It's also rising more devotion to the Dharma, Buddha Dharma Sangha, when your meditation is going along the right path. So if not going along the right path, then decreasing like devotions too. So that's why, in the meditation, you can be very good, but is a good practitioner or not, we have to look into, in the pause meditation time. So pause meditation means like generally our activities, different kind of activities. So then when you're facing challenge, difficulty or afflictive emotions, then you have ability to handle that, have ability to transform, then the person is the very good practitioner. And if we don't have that ability, then we are not good practitioner. So sometimes we are good in the meditation. In the temple we are very good maybe, but out of the temple, out of the meditation states, go back to normal, ordinary. So that means like we don't have enough used to, and still have to keep, maintaining in the coaching state, in the create more stable in the meditation states. Then you are very good meditators. Like example, generally you already have a good meditator, good practitioner. Then you not really need to sit down in the coaching. So all the different activities you can bring to the meditation practice. So that's why many, meditator masters, even they're eating, walking, and whatever they do, different kind of activities, they're always in the rikpa, this awareness, holding, and maintain that. So the ordinary people, we in the good time when we meditate, but out of the question is go to ordinary again. So that's why the good practitioners have to bring this meditation is have to bring to one together. And beginner people, meditation is very far away, long distinct, right? And cannot to bring to oneness. So that's ordinary states. Then, who has this ability, maintaining awareness. So emotion is become not strong for them. If thoughts, emotions are not ordinary thoughts and emotions. Emotions become, causes of happy awareness. So same is think about when we have a weather is very cold, very cold, how to say, frozen weather, right? When we have frozen weather, then winter time, the wind is very strong. So wind is heat to your bodies, you get painful. And then that's the same as ordinary emotions are very strong. Our suffering also very strong. Any the thoughts, emotion, whatever we have is affected very strongly. Same as frozen weather, wind. And then it's become this who has good meditate, who has ability to maintain awareness. The emotion is become same as springtime weather, wind. It's not that cold, right? Wind comes, heat to body, but a little bit cold, but not that hurt you. Similarly, I think when you have a loving kindness, compassion, some levels, this, awareness, emotions, not really that much affected to you. And then when you have really good, practicing awareness, meditation, the emotions become supports, benefit, source of the bliss. Same is when we have a hot weather, the wind comes. Breathe, right? Breathe is pleasant. So same is like that, become, emotion is no more negative. They can, use that, create more awareness, and transform to bliss, joy. So that's why we call thought is a dharmakaya. And that's why we call afflictive emotions source of great wisdom. And if we don't have the ability, then thoughts cannot be dharmakaya, emotions cannot be source of wisdom. So that's why this everything is up to us, like how our ability, recognition that this nature Ripa. So if we have ability to, holding or maintaining this nature Ripa, then all the afflictive emotions, everything we have ability to transform. So it's called great practitioner. The same is like also, snow falling to the ocean, and the afflictive emotion thought is dissolving to the Ripa, and they don't create negative karma. So ordinary people, thoughts, emotion create negative karma. Same is like winter weather, frozen weather. When snow falling to the ground, it accumulate, stay. So we don't have awareness, not enough compassion, then thoughts, emotion all create negative karma, generate. So that's why maintaining awareness is the most important. It's not enough, however, simply to understand the nature of Ripa. Then what we have to do is, you must be able to remain in that state with some stability through developing familiarity. So we have to, meditate. So meditation means then, this is the meditation, we must be able to remain in that state. It's called meditation, means remain natural Ripa state. Also with some stability through developing familiarity. It's more connect familiarity. And so it is very important that without becoming distracted, you sustain constant mindfulness so as to continue resting in utterly natural state of awareness. Then see, so it is very important that is without becoming distracted. Without becoming distracted is, so this has like two differences, okay? One is no distracting, is like you are already very good practitioner. Then less distractions. This samsaric things not distracting to you. But our beginners, less distracting is like even one session meditation, you can reach to less distraction states. So this morning I share with you, like when you meditate, first like 10-20 minutes is you have lots of distractions. And that's why without good, condition, peaceful place, very hard to meditate when people has, going on lots of things, noisy, and distraction area, we cannot practice because the reason is we are not a good practitioner yet. If you are very good practitioner, then the distractions not bother you. When distraction things bother you, that means we are not ready good practitioner. Okay? So that's why in this basic teaching, solitary place means very quiet, remote, solitary place. And high-level practitioner solitary place means where has negative energy, where is more distraction area, where there has like war, more this is samsara energy is strong. So you practice at that place. It's called yogic conduct. Also, solitary place for the realizers, practitioners. So that's why good meditators go to where has strong negative energy place. They go to practice there. And some, go to cemeteries and they do the true practice, and do some practice. The reason is because cemetery area places, of course, so many dead body, and the people fear there has many ghosts or something, and that's why you can have ability to change their conditions, energy. Then that cemetery is a solitary place for that person. Our beginner practitioner, then we have to go to solitary, means like very remote nature, quiet. Otherwise it get distracting. So then in this case, Dzogchen Mahamudra always slightly different. Talk about enlightenment means also, very moment enlightenment. Like we say enlightenment 3 lifetimes, or when we enlightenment when we die in the Pardo, death liberation, and or next lifetimes enlightenment, something like that. But in the Dzogchen, this Mahamudra case, enlightenment, I think we have to enlightenment each session meditation. Okay, so enlightenment is when you have really strong anger rising, and you recognize, you hold awareness, you have ability to how to say, the transform, or you go over your anger, and you are enlightenment that moment, because you are enlightenment from your anger. Do you understand? So then you really recognize the power of enlightenment, means free from anger. In that moment, your energy is different. So we have to think that way. Enlightenment is when you recognize your natural rebirth, you are enlightenment, okay? In that moment. When you have conceptual thoughts, that moment you are samsara, in the delusion state. So see, this, it can be like easily you can change. Think about like this water, it can be take time to become ice. And ice blocks take time to become water, but mind is very easy, more faster than this. Easily you can, fixation, this mind is the same as like ice block. Very easily, if long as you have a ripa awareness, very easy, momentarily you can, ice blocks the same as water, transformed very fast, change. So that's why water has become ice, same as the samsara. The ice has become water, same as the enlightenment, go back to original reality, truth. So our mind can be momentarily become samsaric delusion, momentarily you can in the enlightenment ripa state. Do you understand? But we have that is very short time. And even ripa rising, momentarily you enlightenment, but momentarily you're going to, samsaric person, like easily like create this conceptual thoughts or dualistic delusion rising. So now what we have to think this in this section, okay? In this section is like, right now we're talking about the topic is, here is like, the distractions. When you meditate first, like you have lots of distractions. In the one session example, one session meditation, think about 1 hour, one session. So first part, you have lots of distractions. At least it goes like 20 minutes sometimes. Sometimes it goes 30 minutes. Harder to stop distractions. So you reach to another some levels, distractions are all gone. And then your meditation space has become totally different. Okay? So when you are starting meditate, example, in this electro, in these things really bother, bother mind. And then also like somebody talking in front of me, it's very hard, not easy. So because mind is very easily fixation to that, So you reach to some another degree levels, and then these things, nothing bother you. This space has become totally transformed, changed, different. Okay, I think you have experience. And the 30 minutes after you meditate more, go more deeper level, people coming in front of you, they're talking something, each other, they really not bother you. So your mind is already in the more in the true state. And then you're not chasing the distractions. They don't bother you anything. So that's why what do we say? Thief go to empty house. You don't lose anything, thief don't get anything. So that's the example, is Dzogchen meditators, one of the examples. So the point is, when you are in the true state, the Rigpa meditation state, thoughts, emotions not bother you. Thoughts, emotions even rise, but they're not really powerful. Rising, die itself, release itself. So in that case, then you feel everything is source of Dharmakaya Rigpa. And so you feel another totally different experience. So now we have this, divisions. When you are in this no distraction state, no divisions, and become everything's feels oneness, feels everything's equanimity. So then you feel everything's come rising from Rigpa, and you can feel everything can dissolve into the Rigpa. Rigpa is the same as become ocean. Ocean created waves, but all these waves dissolve to the ocean. Rising from the ocean, dissolve to the ocean. Similarly, and you are rich in the no-distraction states. Rising or thoughts, emotion, whatever rising is your Rigpa, and dissolve into the Rigpa. It's always called Rigpa exercise. Rising from Rigpa, dissolve to the Rigpa. So then you feel absolutely amazing experience. So that's the yogis then, sharing. I don't have experience, but many meditator yogis then sharing these instructions. So sometimes they're rising the song of realizations in that state. So that's why, in this Kaju tradition with Dorje, Chanteloba, Naropa, Marpa, Lotsa, Malarepa, Gambopa, Pamutova, Jitin Song, this, everyone has like 100 song realizations. When that song is realizations rising, because they feel everything's in the natural Rigpa state, no any other than that. So you are into that state. And then that state, all these lineage gurus are inseparable with Buddha Vajradhara. So in the oneness state. So then low to ourselves is where is Buddha Vajradhara. And in Dzogchen usually we say Pema Sambhava Guru, Guru. Where this Guru means, like Guru is like really your crown chakra here. And dualistic all thoughts dissolved. So Guru experience rising, Guru means. Guru experience then rise, you feel yourself is Pema Sambhava. You feel yourself is Dorje Vajradhara. You feel yourself is all these, masters inseparable. So that means then you have inseparable with the Guru's experience. So Guru experience come from realization, the Mahamudra and the Dzogchen. It's oneness state. When you have a Yidam deity experience, rising from heart center chakra, heart chakra. And that's why Guru, Yidam deity, is within us. So then you really know generation stage practice. Generation or this Yidam deity practice is we call Sambhonakaya practice, deity practice called Sambhonakaya, or the deity is a Sambhonakaya, and is within us, is in the heart center chakra, located. And then Guru is crown, actually here forehead, is Guru's chakra. Then if you go to like Jitter, there are many chakras, 7 chakras, like the big ones talk about in our body. Jitter is talk about like 108 chakras. So that's why the mala has 108 beats. The reason is because they talk about 108 chakras within our body. Okay, where the chakras is within our body, but we cannot see. The reason is we don't have enough compassion, we don't have wisdom, emptiness, realization. That's why we cannot see. And iPhone has many apps inside there. Without Wi-Fi, without battery, electricity, you cannot get into there. You cannot go to Facebook, you cannot go to YouTube, you cannot go to any WhatsApp or any the information's there. Even it's there, So same. See, without this Ripa, awareness, knowledge, not possible to. We are into the Guru chakra. We're not possible to connect to the true Guru. And so then without love, compassion, not possible to connect to Yadam deity. So that's why, same is like battery and the Wi-Fi, and then you can go to the apps. So long as we have the compassion, long as we have emptiness, free from conceptual thoughts, then you have the ability to connect to anything, everything. So we don't have compassion, we don't have emptiness experience, then everything is limited. Everything becomes solid, form, separation, distinctions. So long as you have your own Wi-Fi, long as you have your own battery, you can go into your own apps. You see your own Buddhas. You see your own truth. So see, that's the teaching. We talk about this right now. I mean the main point. And then you're into this no distraction state, and that means like you have some levels. You into Guru chakra. Long time ago, I've seen like somebody speaking in the which organization, someone organizing, some speaker talk about, they have two part of brains. So one is creating conceptual area, one is like kind of non-duality, I think. So the person is, what I understand is she talk about something, she said she get accident and losing something happening, and then she feels everything's oneness. She talk about oneness. So they have some, here channels, I think, is stop their channels. Then all this delusion thinking is, I think it looks like, cut. Stop, like wire cut, then cannot rising electricity, right? Similarly, they have some channels, is something affected to that, and then you have open to other one, is no duality. So no, the turn on to other side, brain, so it's called conceptual state. Another brain side is kind of non-conceptual. And then through meditation, I think we can shut down other side, no duality. They're open to the non-duality brains. And then that's another, right now people, some, who get accident, something happens, stop this right brain or something, is conceptual brain, and then open to other one is kind of no thoughts. So there has this kind of experience. That's, I think it's very special, amazing, And then meditation, these practitioners open to non-duality states. It's become, I think, all this delusion, our idea, everything is fake, not real. We have another different experience. So So that's this we becoming free from without becoming distracted. Then you sustain constant mindfulness. So then we sustain constant mindfulness. This mindfulness is always you can apply, maintaining. Even you're walking on the road, you can apply. Just look to your mind awareness, seeing, looking to itself. It's short moment you can apply, We have to habituate often and often. So example, you create habituate, you're going to drink something. Every moment, before drink something, you commit yourself, I'm not going to drink anything before I'm looking to my own awareness. Something you create like that, and then when you're going to drink, and you can feel momently in the connect to this awareness. Also, you can get in the car, maybe you put a key in your, starting your car before something, you create always maintaining your awareness, and before go sleep or waking up moments, and before you eating, you create always this commitment yourself, create awareness. Then that create a habituate. You become used to that. And one day I think naturally, you don't know how to become, you are realizer, you get realizer. Without the sitting meditation, I think. Do you like that? Yeah. So I think we have to do that, because otherwise we cannot get realization, realizer, not possible. And right now, there's so much distractions, and used to this master have good karma, very lucky. That time less distractions. So Malarepa is a very fortunate, lucky one, because he don't have distractions. He cannot stay in the village. He has so many enemies. So he have to stay in the mountain, and no Wi-Fi, no any phones, so no distractions, no TV, and so very easy to, I think, realize. So nowadays, so we say unfortunately, we have so much distractions, right? We not easy to get realization, realize. So only we have to use without giving up distraction things, using distraction things, create awareness, I think. So that's where we can reach realize. Even we cannot become same as a Malarepa, but we are okay to, no regret when we die, and maybe, not much fear for suffering. So we have our own, confidence. And so, when death comes, you feel your, confident. You have your own protection. So I think we have to do that. That's our job. So we cannot reach same as this master. What going to? Benefit others, realizer. That kind we can't, but we can do. We can free from, we can hinder our suffering. No fear for death. So when we die, let go everything. No fixation, no attached to something. So that I think we can do it, because as long as we have these instructions, teachings. Do you understand? So that's why you think that then you feel happy too sometimes. I'm very lucky because I can do this teaching practice when I die. And I can use this instruction, I can, I can handle my suffering. And you feel that, then arise compassion for others. Many beings know any, something for protections, no teaching, no dharma, and so much suffering, you fear that, then rising compassion to others. So we practicing Dharma, meditate this more, maintaining more awareness, then rising compassion for others. If we don't maintain, we don't, practice this awareness, the Ripa, then very hard to rising compassion for others. Do you understand? So, example, like you have good house, good car, you have good everything, but some don't have, then you rising compassion to them. And you don't have these good conditions yourself, some also don't have good conditions, then no rising compassion each other, fighting each other become. So that's why I say, like, we see the homeless people, they don't have compassion each other. They're fighting each other for the garbages, And then who are not homeless, they're rising compassion to homeless people, because people who has a house and life is so good, they can compassion generate homeless people easily. Same, like long as you have these instructions, you feel your own protection you have, and then you recognize others don't have, and rising compassion for others. So that's where, we generate compassion for others. And so it is very important that without becoming distracted, you sustain constant mindfulness. And then we have to constantly mindfulness create. If you dive, all the time, you see so much, we have traffic. And when you stop in the traffic lights, you can generate this awareness. It's very good, then traffic lights is short. You watch your awareness, be in that moment, short time you rested, green light is rising momentarily. Okay, so you don't feel bad when you get red lights. And then in the big road, the highways road, you see so many cars. If I want to go this car, that car, so many, you get, despondent yourself, or like agitated, right? Agitated. Something you get yourself. Because you're chasing external objects. If you let go of that, you maintain awareness, the cars, everyone's moving naturally, kind of very different. You don't get agitated, distracting, like very easily go. So that's where I think we have to maintain, this awareness. During this, the using this worldly samsara, this condition, we have to maintain awareness. It truly helps and benefit. And then you go to walk in the, nature, parks, everywhere, and you don't talk with other people much, and then you go yourself. It's really you can maintain awareness. Hiking, is you can go into the swimming pool, you can maintain awareness. You can go into the sauna, steam rooms, you can maintain awareness. That's its best place to meditate and practice. That's I have experience, okay? Yeah. So many this physical activity, it really helps for your main mind active, connection to the awareness. Sometimes you need to get very strong, tired yourself. Then you sit down and relax, meditate. It's very powerful. Sometimes you go into the ice bath, you maintain awareness, stay, and also it's very powerful, actually, truly benefit. That kind of, like we have to exercise, mind exercise. It's ice bath is another important mind exercise. Sometimes you go to extreme heat, sauna, something, you maintain awareness, practice mindful, it's truly benefit. So then you recognize, like, you can handle, talk about harem sufferings like heat and extremely hot, or it's cold. You using that and maintaining awareness. Then one day you get into delusion states, You have ability to delusion. It's all you can, have ability to holding the awareness. If you do challenge yourself, maintaining awareness. Do you understand? Another Dzogchen instruction is called Rishin means go to the mountain, remote area, and there does like activities, different activities. This is, you cannot have any people like, other people like you do yourself, different activities. So that's the same as like you can do ice bath. You can go to, hot streams, hot water or wipe or steam room, sauna, or another they have a, American Indians like use this articles, the solar lunge. And if you go in there, you can maintain awareness, you can stay longer. If you don't maintain awareness, you can die. Kind of die, okay, you fear. You're not going to die, but you don't have ability to stay that too long. If you're into the sauna example, you maintain awareness, you can stay a really long time. If you don't maintain awareness, 10 minutes after you want to get out. You maintain awareness, you can stay 30 minutes. But still you don't feel too hot. Then you come out. Of course, your body need rest. Then you maintain in. What I do is okay, and then watch the energy. Close eyes, stay. And you feel like rising because too heat. You stay long, and your heart is like become like this. How to call this one? Okay, so then different energies. So you can use that to meditate. If you do that, you have ability to transform feeling. Feeling, mindful feeling meditation. If we can have ability to, control the feeling, and then scared, fears I think in the bardo. Because when you have fracting and feeling rising, so you maintain awareness, you watch the fracting and feeling. Fracting and feeling is your object of meditation, become you not stuck in you fear yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why we can use many these different activities. Practice for meditation. Then Sua lunge, what is you say? Sweat lunge. That is great to generate compassion. Okay. The compassion is not easy to rising. Or you really need like this awareness really rising, compassion come. But otherwise, not easy to compassion will generate. This solar lodge is extremely hot. You be inside there, it's dark, wet, and heat, and then you cannot get out. Okay, so you feel in the mother's womb. So that's the meditation, mother's womb. So you generate love, compassion to your mother, and then you really feel rising compassion to mother. Okay, so we feel, okay, I went through this in the mother's womb. We forget, you feel your compassion rising to ourselves. Because when we take birth, we always have to go through that in the mother's womb. And then your rising compassion to harem beings extremely hot. And then your rising compassion to hungry ghosts because thirsty. You get so extremely thirsty, you have experience. And then your compassion rising, and the Sla Lodge is become very comfortable. Without compassion rising, slight lodge is harem. Okay, so that's why another way to you generate compassion. So that's why it's all this different kind of activity is very important. Then when you go to do these activities, you first important, you have to know how to generate a compassion. Second, you need this hold awareness. Rigpa, maintaining Rigpa. And then you have protection yourself. So you can, everything, this hardship activity, everything you can take the path, transforming. Okay, so long as you have ability to maintain and Rigpa, many our activities you can take into the meditation practice path. So then when you anger rising, momently you recognize, you maintain and Rigpa all the time. So when you fear rising, you recognize Rigpa. Into the Rigpa state, you can free from fears, you can free from all the emotions easily. Because we have a true home, true home, nature home within us. We don't stay inside nature home. We are always outside of the nature home. And the outside is very danger, very cold, too hot, suffering. So inside nature is peaceful. So where we stay, always outside. We are actually homeless. We create ourselves as homeless. Do you understand? So we have the absolute true home within us. But we don't stay absolute true within the home. We don't stay our home. We stay outside in the, we create a homeless ourselves. Then what problem is, outside the home is so many danger, many animals. Okay, weather is bad. So that kind, so many these samsaric obstacles, sufferings there. And so we didn't go into our own nature home. So that's due to our ignorance. We not knowing the true nature within ourselves. So now, we knowing that, but it's not enough. We already told her, we knowing that, we not enough. That's why we have to maintain practice, used to that. And then only in the cushion, meditate, sitting, it's not possible to be going to realize the practitioner. So that's why we have to use many diversity activity, bring to meditation experience. So only cannot bring to directly you creating negative karma, something like, he hurt others people. And, negatively, some, harming for other beings. That's, you cannot say, I can take part, not possible. Okay? But other, many activities, you can bring to the practice of meditation. So many things we have abilities. And then one day you get many diversity. Okay, some has sweet, some has sour, some has, which kind we have flavor, different kind. Okay, so you drink and into your mouth, you recognize this flavor, maintain awareness. That's another way to you can meditate. Knowing the test, recognize, hold awareness. So long as you have awareness, you drink coffee, okay? Mind really can hold awareness, you feel all the tests, everything. Then think about the eating meditation, eating meditation, you really can connect to the eating. I mean, usually we eat is unmindfully, right? eat very fast, not good for body. And even you have good, delicious food, but you don't really recognize delicious flavor, good taste. You don't recognize. Because if your mind is going on some other things, thinking, thoughts, you eat, delicious food is not, you don't recognize. So you have awareness, mindful awareness, this maintain Rigpa, you eat. You can slowly, you feel each choice, and then you can feel all the taste. You really connect to that food. So then you stay in your bed, you feel you're comfortable, feeling, present moment, and every moment you can create peaceful joy. Without this awareness, external things, not really bring you any happiness. We recognize that. External things, very short moment you're happy, but then gone. If you have very good car, you see that you're happy, and you don't see that feeling is gone. So now, you see, you have awareness, mindful awareness. You're always present. Momently, you joy. In that present moment, you joy, then you always joy. Because we always have a present moment. You don't have a past, you don't have future, you always have a present moment. Long as you happy, joy in this present moment, and then you're always happy. Do you understand? So see, we always have a present moment. We don't take care in our own present moment. Then say like, I'm going to take care tomorrow, future. It's always tomorrow and the future never end. In your reality, your life is not great, it's miserable, because in the present moment it's not happy, and then you thinking about tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next month, when I retirement, or when I graduate my school, and when I marriage, when I get a house or something. They always never end, these things, never end. So you never get, connect to happiness. That's the reason, we have to, without becoming distracted, you sustain constantly mindfulness, so as to continue resting in utterly natural state of awareness. Any time, any moment, like Garche Rinpoche, he mentioned, his father told him, you can meditate during restroom using, So restroom is the really powerful truth. When you use restroom, also you maintain awareness. Restroom is fair, it's become devachi, it's purling, you can create. Honestly, if you maintain awareness. If you don't have maintain awareness, we're thinking about tomorrow, some other days, like mind is not that present moments. Even you are great, like you come for great place, but you don't feel anything. Because you're not there. Reality, you're not there. So that's why. Then maintaining this, awareness, as Garche Rinpoche also, his father told him that you're walking, you see another rock, and focus that, then go to another focus rock. So even walking, you focus to next and next. So that's kind of where he get a training when he was young. So maintain awareness. Now we can use many diversity things to maintain awareness. So watch our mind, maintain awareness, and then you naturally feel the Rigpa. Seeing. Sometimes you don't have to go through what we this morning talked is dullness or blank state. Sometimes you don't go in that state, blank state. Okay, go directly to Rigpa. You never know. sometimes you put so much effort to meditate, like 20, 30, 1 hours, you never reach even close to the Ripa. Sometimes like you just momentarily into that. But anyway, we have to habituate, much ever we can, different activity ways to create, maintain Ripa. So that's the, we have to do it, and awareness, maintain state of awareness. So now due to time, we can finish here, I think. So then, usually we have opening prayers, we have conclusion prayers. Today we didn't provide that. Okay, actually without that is okay. So when we opening, actually your own opening is best. Sometimes we chant the prayer, is connect to that, but saying opening prayer, but you really open our body, speech, mind. These three doors we have to open into spiritual path. Then conclusion, dedication. So usually we chant the prayers. The true, I think, dedication, conclusion is, what receiving is really dissolving, in our mind and into more through, dissolving to body, speech, mind, and holding that, maintaining. And then, wishing every being have the teaching. And also, public mentally, we chant the Pema Sambhava mantra. So this Dzogchen instruction is more, this how to this path is open, is Pema Sambhava, these instructions. During the Buddha Shakyamuni, he has all these teachings, but still Buddha Shakyamuni has. Buddha Shakyamuni is like never past nirvana. If you have ability to go into his states, you can see him right now in this moment. Pema Sambhava, this master has the ability. They can directly receive teachings. There has many called, discovering teachings. Discovering teaching means it's true. These teachings come from, someone has ability to go into no duality states and be with these gurus, be with Buddha Shakyamuni, and can directly receive teachings from them. So that's we don't have that ability, okay? And so our perception, Buddha Shakyamuni is already past nirvana, and he shared all these teachings, everything, but we don't know. And then Pema Sambhava, he bring to us again. He said, Buddha shared this, but you guys don't know. And then he said, I'll explain you more. So he really explained all these no duality teachings. And you meditate, you feel no duality experience, you feel yourself is Pema Sambhava. Pema Sambhava means embodiment of all the gurus. That's why we Tibetan names Guru Rinpoche. Guru, Guru, he's a guru. Embodiment all the guru form bodies, Pema Sambhava, Nimanakaya. So his aspiration, his share of this open, this no duality teachings. That's why, when you open the practicing and chant the mantra Pema Sambhava, if you know some prayer, 7-line prayer, Pema Sambhava, Hong Orjin Yorjin Norzang, something like that, or any prayer you can do. But if you don't know much prayers, you can chant only mantra. Om Ahom Benzang Guru Pema Siddhe Hong. So Om Ahom Benzang Guru Pema Siddhe Hong is Om Ahom, open the door, body, speech, mind, and connect to the enlightening body, enlightening speech, enlightening mind. Om Ahom. Benza is Varjara, or it's the same as in this Dzogchen instructions. Benza means Benzar include all the Mahamudra Dzogchen teachings into that category. Benzar. Tibetan pronunciation is Benzar, but Sanskrit is called Varjara. On Varjara Guru Benzan, on Varjara Guru Pema Siddhe Hong. Some people chant that. And the Tibetan's pronunciation is On Ahong, Benzan Guru Pema Siddhe Hong. Then Benza is this Rigpa, true nature. Okay. Benza, Guru is who has ability to hold that Rigpa. That person is a Guru. You know. Pema, Guru, and then who has love, compassion, that person is a Guru. Guru means two qualities, love, compassion, and in this meditation, you know, Mahamudra Dzogchen, this who has ability to meditate, to hold this Rigpa, that person is called Guru. Pema is still then, you know, wisdom. Guru is love, compassion. Still Guru, Pema comes together. Guru, Pema, Siddhe is we can reach in that inseparable Pema Sambhava's realization. So, Siddhe means accomplishment, Siddhe. Hong is become oneness, Hong. Oneness with all the enlightened beings. Hong Ahong Benzan Guru Pema Siddhe Hong. You chant that and pray to Pema Sambhava, and then maintaining, you know, awareness, this Dzogchen, so you have everything open in the conclusion together. So that's today I want to share with you, and now we're going to do short meditation. If you recognize, you feel it's a Rigpa, and then you have to watch that recognition mind. Okay? So sometimes you recognize, oh, that is a Rigpa, that recognition take you to again conceptual thoughts. So when you recognize it's a Rigpa and that mind, you have to look to that mind and release itself. Then arising another mind, you have to look to that, release itself. So then you go to maintaining the Rigpa.